That's what I'm talking about. Decided to keep the Bubba keg. And I branded it because it was already the right color. I don't know if that's going to stay, but we'll try. Worth the shot. All right. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Pretty good weekend. Definitely no complaints. My average is up, but my pretty much every day has been more or less average. It's been basically right about 500, give or take 75, which is great, especially for right now. I think it could be bigger. This is only the 52 ouncer, and I think they make like a 64 ouncer. But the thing I like about this one is I can fit this in there, which is one of those like cooler ice packs, which will stay much colder for much longer and not melt into the coffee. It's a good selling point. All right, let's take a look at the postcards that sold, and then we'll get into the other things and such. Let's hope this works. Let's see if it's switching the tabs. Yay, we're switching tabs. All right, we got real photo postcard. This just sold this morning from Jim Hollowell, his vacation 1954. It's a street view, Ventura, California, with the mission right there. Sold, took an offer for $12. All right, here's a little secret. Don't tell anyone. This is Leningrad, the Leningrad Hotel. These were, I got them loose in a book, and I trimmed them. I trimmed the little perf off the side using my Rolly paper cutter over there, and listed them individually. And you guys are going to think I'm an evil, bad person for this. I didn't say they were trimmed in the listings. $446. Here we've got the Sturbridge Motor Inn, Sturbridge, Massachusetts, with the dope-ass convertible out front. $355. Says Florida. Naval battleship. Adolph Selledge Marine Series U.S. battleship at anchor. Came from the collection Mr. Herbert Love. Thank you, Herbert. $446. The administration building at LaGuardia Airport, linen, unposted. Somebody wanted $5 at one point. I only got $7.15. So let's take that. Big Douglas firs, Mount Rainier National Forest, multi-quantity listing. Don't know where I got them. Sold for $446. Says seen at Underwood Spring. I think that is Foreside, Maine. Falmouth, Maine. $355. We've got a nice Bernie lady. $13.45. Real photo postcard. Little baby in a wicker chair. Her name's Isabel Murray. Pretty adorable. Just listed this one. Whatever 10% off $395 is what they paid. Got a Boss Tint. This is not a what do you call it? Harvey, blah, blah, blah. Fred Harvey. It is just a straight up Boss Tint. Detroit Publishing, $355. Cocoa Palms, Kauai, Hawaii. Dudes in a canoe with a bunch of fire. sold for $8.05. Got this here, Hodges Gardens in Many, Louisiana, chrome postcard. This hasn't been up for too long. Sold for $2.95. We got 1913 Schenectady Works, General Electric Company in Schenectady, New York. Every time I see Schenectady, I think of the Kevin Pollak chat show, and he used to do, they would do their impressions of, what's his name, the old guy from CNN, when he'd take a caller and be like, they'd throw it to somebody, and somebody would always pick, I feel like, Schenectady, New York. Caller. Blah, 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 from Schenectady. What do you got to say? What's his name? Really old dude. Hunchback. Big glasses. Problematic. Those are the things I remember. Hansford County Courthouse in Spearman, Texas. Sent out an offer for this one for $25. Somebody took it. Originally asking $45.95. I sent out a big offer. I'm like, let's make some money today. We've got Camp Doniphan, Oklahoma. So it's like a fake Albertype. Postcards of quality. Sound familiar? Camp Doniphan number 1, $6.26. They also bought Camp Doniphan number 2, also $6.26. Got a nice artisan Archie gun, World War I soldier, romance, soldier's arms, $13.45. Some nice, good price postcards going out. Wow, look at that. Looks like Detroit Publishing. Stone Stairway, Franklin Park, Boston, Massachusetts, all one word. There's a nice typo. $3.55. And then what did we list? This isn't everything, but I actually picked this up at my local St. Vinny for $2. It's a nice Nakona hand-tooled leather belt. Picked up a bunch of them that day. There was a whole bunch of belts. They were all $2, so I picked, I think, 5 or 6. I got some of them listed yesterday. Another nice one, Dockers men's weave belt. Believe it or not, guys, weave belts sell really good. Eddie Bauer ones sell really good. Not my style. I will admit, probably in the late 90s, early 2000s to rocking the weave belt, but they still sell. $2. Picked this up at the one of the garage sales with Sal and Cameron when we were leaving the flea. Picked this one up in a bin of toys that I paid for, like, got a whole bunch of cassettes, got a whole bunch of toys, and I think I paid $5 or $6 all day. Seen better days, but these things actually sell pretty well. Nylint pressed metal truck. Picked this up out of the antique store. This is a 32nd degree Mason hat. I thought it was a bellhop hat, which is why I picked it up. I've always wanted a bellhop hat for me, but it's not. It's a Mason's hat. Picked these up from the sale with all the junk that Cameron didn't want. These are bull leads. So you put this in a bull's nose and lead him where you want him to go. $12.95 on those. Some other hats picked up at the Packwood Flea. This one's pretty cool. California Angels snapback pillbox style hat. It's got a little bit of a defect. Otherwise, I probably would have listed it higher. This little string up here is a little loose, but super clean, $20. Kodiak. This is actually one of the first things I picked up that weekend. It had the foam in it that was all nasty and disintegrating, but I cleaned it out. Looking pretty good there, $14.95. From the bin of Disney stuff that I bought, started picking out a few things from that to list individually. Minnie Mouse Koosh keychain, $10. This was in there. Ghostbusters, real Ghostbusters toilet. that does that. $12 on that. Got a ton of these Magic Kingdom Club pens. They're working, which is amazing. National Pen Company. So I'm able to do this as a multi-quantity listing for $22. There was one that was not working that I just listed separately with the same photos and like $4 cheaper. Finished out the radio equipment. This is the Sidewinder SSB 27. Put that up for $125, make offer. Separate telephone or not microphone, unbranded, $40. Picked this up from the St. Vinny as well. It is a new with tags Pebble Beach teddy bear golf club cover. Got this for $3, listed up for $35. The only comp is at $32, and it wasn't new with tags. Cameron thought I was crazy when I picked this up from the same sale that I bought the truck from earlier on. These are from the 80s, and there's a few different versions of this. But this is My Great Recipes, and this is all just recipes in here. Bought it for $3, listed for $35. And I found one more belt buckle at the bottom of bin. Cool cigarettes. I've actually sold this one before. $15. So there we go. That's what's listed and what's sold. Larry King. That's it. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Yeah. It was, they called it the Larry King game. Hold on. Turn off echo cancellation.
Doing me.
Oh, well, my better half, who's featured here on the cover of the book, Jamie, created a game called the Larry King game. And she did this because I think I was sitting in the living room one day watching your show, and then she thought it would be funny to mock me by doing you. So then it got me thinking, it was a fun game to play. There are 3 rules. First, I want a bad Larry King impression. I don't want a good one. A good Larry King impression is not funny to me. If it's bad, then it's funny. Norm Macdonald, for example, did you, and Kevin Nealon did you. These guys did a good job. But if people are horrible at it, that makes me laugh. And then I want them to capture a little bumper moment you would do where you'd share something, King's things, if you will, and then go to the phone. And at the name of the 3rd rule, the name of the city is funny sounding. That makes it fun. This is a great game you can play at home with your friends. It helps to be slightly intoxicated. But I have all my guests at the end of the interview play the Larry King game.
Did not even do an example of it? What a crock. Okay, here's Nick Offerman doing that.
Thanksgiving. I don't know how many of you have seen Mr. Monk in the election.
4th of July is coming up, and is Larry King from the East Coast?
Sure.
4th of July is coming up, and it reminds me of a 4th of July in 1978 when Stephen Tobolowsky and myself met a man named Harris Levine, and we were jerking each other off in a taxi cab heading down through Chelsea to the neighborhood of Red Hook, and I was masturbating furiously, both Harris Levine and Stephen Tobolowsky, and I discovered a young boy that I thought was Justin Bieber, but in fact was Demi Moore.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Bradley Bourbonnais, go ahead.
There it is.
And the throw to like some random northeast town. Schenectady, New York. You're on the air. Hello, Shana. Shana. Welcome in. You're new here, I believe. Well, there's your introduction to the channel. Blown through any claim to monetization in the first 5-10 minutes. All right, let me get some of this stuff shipped out. Got a lot going out. It was, like I said, a pretty good weekend. We have 45 total items. Some of those are late arrivals, so may not get to them today, but we'll see. Shanna Bobana. Oh, the name game. You're talking my language. I do love the Shirley Ellis version, but I have to say, for my money, the absolute best version ever of the name game was Jessica Lange in American Horror Story. By far. And I mean, since we're not making any money on this video,
it's me, Lana. Lana Banana. Do you know your name? The name game. Judy, Bo Booty, Banana, Fanta, Fo Foodie, Fee, Fi, Mo Moody. Judy. Fofana, Fifa, Momana, Lana. Come on, everybody. I say now let's play again. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. But a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say Bo and a B, then I say the name, and banana, fana, and a fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, and a V, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Pepper, Bo, pepper, banana, fana, fo, pepper, fee, fi, mo, mepper. But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both and say the name like Bob. Bob, drop the B's, Bo, Bob for Fred. Fred, drop the F's for Red. For Mary, Mary, drop the M's for Eric. That's the only rule that is contrary. Okay? Now say Bo. Now Tony with a B. Then banana, fana, fo. Then you say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a P, fi, and a mo. Then say the name again with an M this time. And there isn't any name that you can't rhyme. Go bit, banana, banana, go bit, and P, fi, mo, bit. The name game.
also, I think not just the best version of the name game, but the best season of American Horror Story. And yes, we're all required. Everybody required to do the name game. All right. Yeah, Jessica Lange in. So season 2, like season 1 was good, right? Like you had the ghost story, blah blah blah. Season 2 just was like, okay, what else can we put in here? And they were like, let's put it happens in an insane asylum with a murderous priest, a serial killer. Oh wait, that's not enough. What else? What else can we put? Aliens. Let's put in aliens. Like, they were like, just it was totally the kitchen sink season. I didn't like the witches one as much. I didn't like Coven. Good. You shouldn't be complaining. That's a great fucking song to have in your head. Yes, and Shanna also sometimes this channel is known for the occasional tangent out of left field, and thank you for that. I enjoy the name. We get the soldiers. Let's go to chips. All right, and then our last ones. Trees. Here we go. Nice. We got sales trickling in. Hopefully that continues. Shanna's show theme song. Really? I don't know. Oh, I think I might know what this is. I do know what this is. Yeah.
My name is Shanna. It rhymes with banana. And this, my friends, is Shanna Show. I must confess, you guys.
drums at the end. All right, purchase. Nice. I like 1K days. It's been a long time. I came close on last Monday. Came really close, but didn't get there. Nice. Oops. Hit back on the wrong tab. All right. I did ship on Saturday, but I didn't go live. I actually shipped some on Friday and then some more on Saturday. You'll live. Uh-oh. Made a boo-boo somewhere. Wait a minute. Oh, yep, there it is. That should have been that one. Who is it? Tim Glover. Photo. That goes to Glover. Dodged that bullet. All right. Then we got this one. Hendrickson. Nothing too difficult going out today, which I like. Is this our last one? We're on our last one. Sweet. Let's get into it. One minute. Boom. All right. These bundled up. Sip my coffee. Cut up on the chat. Nope. All right. My neighbor was texting me yesterday. I was getting out of here, and the neighbor kids, one of the neighbor kids, was sitting on the curb, not looking too happy, and his dad was across the alley cleaning a bunch of marks off of the garage door, which clearly the kid had done. And I was like, oh, that sucks for that kid. My neighbor was just texting me because they caught some additional mischief on their Ring doorbell. All right. So, kid's a troublemaker. Miscreant, no gooding. No goodling. At least that's the implication. All right. Here we go. First up, I've got the postcard. The one going first class. It's pretty early for this job. But we've got some some less burly stuff. It's also pretty burly. All right. Said I'd catch up on the chat, but I didn't. Yes, I did, actually. So first of all, I mean, he was paying $3,000 a month for his store subscription. Even at 140,000 listings, I was trying to do the math on that, and I couldn't. It at no point did it make sense. So you get close to 100,000 listings at the. Well, let me tell you real quick. For Anchor Store. For Anchor Store, you get 75,000 additional fixed price and 25,000 for your basic Anchor Store. So you get 100,000 listings every month. Additional listings, fixed price, are 5 cents per listing. Okay. So at 40,000 listings, at a nickel a piece, he would have been paying $2,000. So, but that was his peak. He wasn't even at that many. So he was basically throwing away $700 a month just for listings he wasn't using. At the minimum, he was throwing away $700 a month. Okay, so he said he was down to like 120, which means he was throwing closer to $1,700 a month. So, rule number 1 of reselling, right? Cardinal rule: know your numbers. Why pay for a enterprise store if you're not using what you'd require for a enterprise store? Just saying. Like, so yeah, his sales are down. Sure. I sold more than he did. That's but if you take away, let's say if he, I mean, here at the end of the day, here's what I have to say. That's kind of on you, bro. Like, you made the decision to go enterprise store when you didn't need one, and now you're complaining that you're paying $3,000 a month for an enterprise store when you have no need to be at an enterprise store level. That's on you, bro. I mean, I don't know about. I don't know what it was. It was, I think, marker. Yeah, I think that's possible too. I do not disagree with that statement. Sold a PS4 game. Friday the 13th Ultimate Slasher Edition. Call out Sal, who didn't buy it at the junkie sale, I think is where it was. I don't remember where we bought it. It was somewhere at the Flea. It might have been the garage sale. I think it was the methy sale. He was like, sells for $8. And I'm like, for $1, I'll take it. I like $1 into 8. But it actually sold for $11.95. You guys notice I cleaned in here? Look at this. Look how nice and organized and cleaned up it is. Look at that. The floor is clean even. Not vacuumed yet, but I moved all my void fill stuff down here. These are boxes I hope to use in the next couple of days, and then reset up my whole sound scenario there. Organize the scrap. Yeah, I did forget the hi-hat, didn't I? We'll fix it on the next one. Sold a new DVD Sunday in Manhattan. I think it sold for $2. Yep, $2. I think I make some money off the shipping though. I make like 50 cents off the shipping. I have to cover fees. Good question. I don't think I have a favorite. The 3 categories I probably list and sell the most are records, belt buckles, and postcards. And then just, ephemera in general. Sold Elvis Lives DVD. That sold for $8.95, I want to say. I'm going to get there. Probably. 2 $8.95 plus shipping. Then Sisters with my two wives, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. In not their best work, but you know what? Them being my wives and all, I'm giving them a pass. That also sold for $2. I like vintage Christmas too. Pinback buttons, I do sell a lot of those too. I also like laser discs, DVDs. I've been doing a lot more of this year. Just anytime I see them sealed, I pick them up if I can get them cheap enough. All right. Well, and I got a few notifications here. Got a message. All right. Sold these vintage sport hand grips. You know these things? Yeah. $14.95. Wonder if they'll fit in one of these. Looks like they will. I think I got these from the garage sale down the street. Yeah, the government reports thing for Buys a Lot, like there's that he was, but I think really like when you're throwing away anywhere between, say, let's call it, $500 to $2,000 every month on a store subscription that you don't need to have. you don't have a huge leg to stand on complaint-wise. Responding to that. Hi, Buster. You know what I have here? Look at this. Check this out. Hey, Buster. Buster Wiley. What I got? That thing's going internationally, by the way. Yeah? You want that? And that'll keep him busy for 5 minutes. Might even bring it back and play some fetch. We'll see. Sold 2 more Happy Feet insoles. Customer used a coupon. Buy one, get one at 20% off. Sold 4. Let's see, they're all in at $60.55. Not too shabby. I will take that. I think might as well let's do this. Definitely making some money off the shipping on that one. That's also true. But, you know, there's also like, you got to trust your gut, right? Sometimes you pick and list an item because you think it's cool, even though there's no comps, and you're just kind of like, you got to throw it out there, and sometimes just trust that somebody else out there is going to think it's cool. Doesn't always work out, but it can. Alrighty. Next up, this I picked up on my way, like the very last sale I went to from the flea market, and it's a Nikon, I'll put it up on screen here, Coolpix digital camera. I bundled this up, and I got it down to a pretty good price. I got this, a Kodak camera, and a Fitbit, and I got them way down from their asking price because I'm like, listen, I don't know if any of this stuff works. I don't, you know, you say great condition on it, but like when I looked at it, it's got this little defect. This doesn't close all the way perfect. Oh, there's Buster Cameo for the testing. And I had to order a battery for it, battery charger. So I had to order this piece, which cost me like $8. Batteries it had, everything else it had. So I have about $20 into it all day, and it sold for $54.95. Trying to use used boxes that I have. There we go. Actually, don't. It's in the box. It's going to go padded flat rate. We're going to use this just to give it a little bit of extra protection. Gonna make some money on the shipping here too. Assuming I can fit it in here. We may have a classic padded flat rate battle on our hands. Nope. Buster does help test equipment. He's an excellent product model. All right, what are we down to? 24 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items are, so really we're down at 19. Okay. Next up. Sold a very nice belt. This came out of the buyout stock that wasn't for some reason listed. But I listed it, sold for $21.55. Looks like I'm making some money on that one too. We could probably toss this in a little box here. Oh wait, what's our weight? That's 7 ounces. Probably don't want to put a box. We're going to have a flat rate. Padded envelope. Whereas we say in our Buble mailer. Thank you, Buble. There we go. That kept it under 8 ounces. $22 people in chat. Thanks for coming in. While you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that there bell notification button. It'll let you know when I go live, which is pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. Q4 tend to offer. Yeah, no. Getting into Q4 a little more often. Oftentimes Saturdays and Sundays. All right, next up. Sold a Hot Wheels Night Burners diecast. This came from Man of the Hour, Mr. Buys a Lot. Buy cost on these was $2. This one sold for $5.65. It's been listed around 6 months, 5 months. Okay. Making some progress here. Don't think I'm at too much risk of missing the mail lady. Sold a Skylander. This came from that box of Skylanders and Disney Infinity and basically paid for the whole box. I paid $5 for the box, or for the bin. And this one character sold for $5.95. So after fees, almost pays for it. Doesn't quite. Next up, this was kind of a nice little sale, and I do mean little. Sold this year advertising thimble, 1939 CBS radio, WCCC radio, out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Sold for $19.19 for a damn thimble, y'all. Ain't even made of silver or nothing. Just good old aluminum. Thimbles can be, like, they're very collectible. There's a lot of thimble collectors out there in the world. All right, the next item I'll throw up on screen so y'all can see it. It's wrapped up in cellophane right now. So this is really cool. It's vintage. It's from early 2000s purse. I got this from Amy in the chat for free. She was getting rid of it. And I talked about it before. When I was cleaning this out, I found a Sur La Table, like, fancy kitchen store gift card from 2004 in it. And was able to track down that it had a balance and sent her the balance of the gift card. It was like $160. I'm like, here you go. Go on a shopping spree. It's lucrative to give me your free stuff. This is going to Portland, Oregon. I think I'm just sending it priorita mail. Indeed. End of the roll. This is not as good as the other priority mail tape. Ah, crap. Oh, this is much lower quality. Doesn't say Express on here, does it? I mean, debatable for sure. Although I did message her yesterday, and I'm like, "What'd you buy with your gift certificate or your gift card?" Still hadn't used it. If I found a gift card that I had since 2004 and found out it still had a balance, that thing would have been used so fast. All right, next up. Sold a pair of mouse ears. These are Disney, I'm going to guess Little Mermaid because of the scales. I think I got this for free. I did get this for free. Sold for $10. Now, the next question is finding a box that this will not get wrecked in. Let's make this work, maybe. Maybe this one. That'll actually work perfect. Nice. Even 8-ounce ship. I like that. Coming to Los Angeles, California. Mouse ears are good. They always sell. All right. Moving right along. We're making some progress here. Getting down to it. I'm going to have to clean those. All right, let's tackle this one. Put this one up on the screen. sold this really nice Romeo and Juliet cigar ashtray. I got it for free from the free estate sale. Sold for $48.95. That ain't too bad for a free ashtray. Done pretty good so far on those ashtrays. I feel like I got somewhat lucky getting stuck at that sale in front of them. All right, this is basically the same price, priority or not priority. So we're going to send it probably priority. First, we are going to protect it better. It's not really the right pieces for this. These are some burly ass pieces. These will do a good job. Then we got some of these little scrappy dappy doo pieces. Let's get around the edge or the corners. It ain't gotta look pretty. It's going in another box. It's just gotta be protected. Shit. Come on. There we go. So handy having my scrap cardboard classified as this. Boom. There's that. What's our weight? We're at 5 pounds. I charged for 6, so we'll be okay there. So one of the things I'll show as I was cleaning in here, started a new thing. Rather than throwing away all my little like teeny scraps, these are like the back of the things you tear off of bubble mailers and little offcuts of bubble wrap or mailing envelopes, crumpled up tape, things like that. Bagging it up, using it as void fill. So it's not going to be a mess when it gets to the customer. And then as I go now, I'm trying to reduce my waste as well by keeping it bagged over here when the bag gets full. Rather than have to take it out all the time, I can just seal it up. And this is all basically like clean label backing, and just, stuff like this, crumpled up tape, throw it in a box. And that's a good cushion. And we can put that in there. And put another one here. That's going to get both sides. So it's not big stuff. It's all this little tiny pieces of clean scrap stuff. It does have, it's a little bit of weight to some of it. So it's, typically for stuff like 78s where I'm not going to care as much about the weight. But the way I look at it, it's, one more use out of it before it may or may not go to a landfill. Hopefully not. This one's going to San Francisco, so I think probably going to somebody who's somewhat conscious. But it's not like, dirty, gross scraps. It's just backings of things and whatnot. Which I've been doing that same thing whenever I get styrofoam. I always bag it before I send it to a customer so it doesn't explode when they get it. All right, I think that's pretty good. It's probably going to be 5+ pounds. Yep, we're right at perfect. I only really generate with my shipping operation about one garbage can every 2 months, but I'd love to even be able to get that down. And hi, Buster. You want to say hi to the peeps? Say hi to the peeps. Hi. Come here. You want to roll around on the floor some? Yeah. You want to break dance? No, you want treats. Treats? Is this about treats? Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to buy my freedom. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, buddy boy. You made your voice heard. You want to show me what treats you want? These ones. These ones you want. I need to be right back. I forgot one thing. sold some Texas ware teacups and saucers. I'll show these real quick. I've had these for a really long time. There we go. And the saucers are over here. They've been in the store for easily 3 years. I had plates that with them, and I chose poorly to split them up. And I sold the plates right away. And then I've been sitting on the saucers and cups for like 3 years. Just going to give these a quick wipe down, because they have been in my storage for so long. They're a little bit dirty. But I got an offer on them, and it's one of those things where it's like, geez, I forgot I even had these. Took me a minute to remember where I put them. I have a bin that's got some like random. It's got plush, but at the bottom, the bin began its life as like Tupperware and plastic serving stuff like this. And so it took me a minute to remember that's where they lived. All right, we'll let that dry out for a minute. And in the meantime, sold a die cast. This came from the folks I bought a ton of toys from last year at Packwood. This year they had a lot of loose die cast, and honestly, I did not at any point in the right like energy level to go through a bunch of loose die cast. But I did pick out like 5 that I thought looked cool, and this was one of them. It's a Yatming Cadillac Fleetwood, and this guy here sold for $13.95, which paid for all the die casts that I bought from him. They were $1 a piece, so paid $5 for 5 die cast, and that's the first to sell. If Buster comes back in, I'll see if he wants to show some beans. He was definitely on a mission there. I'm gonna pause just for a second and send out some offers. What time is it? 9:30. I need to push out my sales too. Let's do a 10%. Yeah, you know what? We'll do 10%, and even allow counter offers. See what happens. Might as well show what I'm doing here. So basically I do this a couple times a day. The reason why I do this is I set my sales to end at 10 a.m. So I get the countdown clock pretty much all the time. Creates urgency. One of the things you want to do in sales is create urgency. So usually just before 10 a.m. every day, I pop out my sales to 10 p.m. And then just before 10 p.m., I'll push out to tomorrow, or I will end my sales and then do an end relist or end sell similar, and then restart my sales. Just copy them with start time later that evening. And it's that easy. Took like a minute. All right, moving on. Sold a Tyco straight track. This is the power thing for the straight track. And we're going to resize this here box for this bad boy. Because it's just, yep. I could wrap this in a bubble mailer if I wanted to as well, but bubble mailers, I'd probably have to Franken mailer to do that as well. So I can do it this way. Come on. So just so you guys know, this is a 864 box that I've just turned into a 1133 box. What we're gonna do is just do these guys. Reminds me, I have some already pre-cut, so. Makes a really nice, sturdy box, too, when you do that way. All right, moving on. Sold two Cactus Country, and Sacramento Trail of 49. These are 1928 International Typewriting Championship contest entries, I guess. These are like the test for the contest. And they each sold, same customer, for $9 a piece plus shipping. Ooh. You know what? I've got just do a quick little trim. Not a lot, just a little. Just the tip. And I'm going to go ahead and actually reuse one of these because I have it. $18 of you still out there lurking in Lursting land. All right, let's get that Texas wear out of here. That ain't gonna work. wait. I don't think we're at a pound yet, are we? We're at 2 pounds. Well, shit. What did I charge? Where's it going? Florida. Oh, they paid for priority mail. Oh, I'm making money on this shipping. That's all good. Yeah. That. Like that. It's got a little bit of a bump to it, but I think we're going to be okay because it's melamine. It's made to be durable. There's a hand. Let's see if I can put that in there at all. Here's what we're doing. We're going to give that a bumper. So, for those watching, if you ever have something like this where it doesn't quite fit into the box, but it's really close, and you've got a little bump coming off of it, and I wouldn't recommend doing this for something glass or super fragile. If you just want to be safe, get a little piece of bubble wrap, put it down there, get a piece of cardboard that's smaller than the thing, and then you can just go around the edges. Make sure that it's stuck down there pretty good. And we've made a little bumper, that's what I like to call it, where it's got an extra layer of cardboard and an extra layer of bubble wrap. And I mean, it's going to be just fine now. And you can do that without adding a lot of extra weight, and just to give yourself a little bit of a bumper or a buffer, as it were. Lurking and listing. Okie doke. What are we on to next? Do these things, then move on to records, and then move on to glass stuff. All right. Sold this safety first thermometer, vintage. Sold for $21.95. It weighs nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I did before. Unless I have a... You know what? I got this thing right here. Will that fit? Negatory. What about this one? Nope. All right, so we'll just do this again. Hiya! Hi, Buster. You want to show some beans? We got a little bit of time, I think. Come on. Hey. Yeah, I know. Hey. Hey. All right. Show the beans. Show the beans. They want the beans, Buster. There they are. Oof. All right, bud. I'm still working, so this isn't going to last for too long, okay? I'm going to put you down. I know. I know. I'm sorry. All right. Next. Oops. Hi. It's Reggie. You want the plus and stick? All right, where's your new toy? Go get your new toy. All right. I promise we'll play later. I just gave you treats, so we're good there. Okay. Excuse please. Sold some records, which is going to be interesting because I don't know. Boy, I think I've got enough here to get at least two of these out. Before I do that, might actually even be able to do yeah, you know what I think I can do. Yeah, we're gonna do this, strip it. Same thing, get a second mailer, and then we're down to only having to deal with one other. So you're gonna need that. 2 of our 3. All right. Over here. And then yeah. So the first record, actually somebody came in and bought 2 things. The first is Hawaiian Holidays with Johnny Pineapple and his orchestra. Sold for $12.55. And the way that we are going to do this is like so. 2 pieces of cardboard for each mailer. Very easy. That one actually could probably even make its own, but that's all right. Or am I using 2? I am using 2. That's right. Hawaiian music I've done, it's very hit or miss. It can sell really good. It's definitely not necessarily the fastest seller usually, but it typically does sell. And a lot of times it does well in lots. Like if you want to put together a lot of like 10 or 20 Hawaiian music albums, that's a good way to sell it, but some of it will do okay individually as well, such as this one. Got 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Johnny Pineapple and his orchestra sold for $12.55, but the customer also bought something else, which we'll talk about in a minute. Grab a couple poly sleeves. One. Next up is Alan Parsons' project. I think it's Greatest Hits. Best of Alan Parsons' project sold for $12. Listed that back in October. Just doing a single thing with this bad boy. Man, I hate it when that happens. How now? I did not know that. That is interesting. You mean an ox is not oxen? Are you telling me that ox and oxen are different things? I didn't know. I did not. I thought oxen was just multiple ox. But I guess the plural of ox is ox. Oxen is plural of ox. Okay. But an ox is not a bull. An ox is not a cow. An ox is an ox. Ox are different than cow. Hey Google, is an ox a cow?
On the website a-z-animals.com, they say oxen are male and cows are female. A female bovine will rarely be trained as an ox. Oxen are castrated male bovines that have reached the age of sexual maturity and beyond, giving them the muscle development that they need to perform heavy pulling. People also sometimes ask me, are male cows called ox? Do you want to hear the answer?
No. That's
Okay.
this one right there. I don't like that. I feel like I've been duped. All right. I can turn that into a mailer. No problem. I have so many damn bankers boxes, it's ridiculous, and I do not need them. I need some. I don't need all. I definitely do not need this one. I have evaluated my supply of bankers boxes as well as my use of bankers boxes, and I have determined I have too many bankers boxes. All right, there we go. We'll use this for a couple of things. One, first we need that gone. Do not need you. We really do that. And then you. It's time to change the blades on my knife. 'Cause I can't cut through shit. All right. Big scrappy dappy do, big scrappy dappy do, big scrappy dappy do. All right. Next up, Kansas. Drastic measures. And we can probably cut that down, no problem. Yes. All right. First, this is going overseas, so I want it protected. The customer sent a very weird request too, which was not to take it out of the sleeve, which is the opposite of what people usually request. But I never do the take it out of the sleeve anyways, unless they specifically ask me to do it. All right, so where'd my knife go? Now I've lost my knife. There it is. All right, that's enough of that business. That's like the rock hammer and Shawshank Redemption. Damn near warm down to the nub. That does not go in the void fill bag. Oh my God. It's like night and day. What I did not do is set up a place for itty bitty scrap. I guess that you're going to be itty bitty scrap. You know what? This is going international. I could have just. There's a cat staring at me. Hold on a second here. So hopefully we can make it. He's right there at the edge of the bush. He was just sitting there staring back at me. He's one of the feral kitties. There's a couple of feral colonies that live here. Dawn. All right, that's funny. Yeah, that clip thing is. I need to do some more SHIPSHOW clips. So this is going international via some sort of shipping program. First, I think I have it as first class, maybe. I don't remember. Which means I could have done priority packaging on it because it goes to the shipping center priority. But, you know, whatevs. We're there. I feel like I want to speak to somebody's manager about that oxen thing. All right, Kansas, crime of the century, or sorry, Kansas drastic measures, my mistake. I think I put up the, yes, I did. Wait a minute. Did I just pack up the wrong freaking record? It's going to Slovakia. For not enough money. Am I going to lose money on this? No. But close. But I think I just packed the wrong thing. Give me a second. Well, it's the only Kansas record I have, so I'm going to just trust that it's in there. Why did I have flat shipping on this? It just seems dumb. All right, off to Slovakia you go, Kansas. Hey, part of the cleanup thing, Jack, was to set that up again. Now that I have a new work-only laptop, I do need to do an attempt to fully clean that thing out again. All right, next up. Sold 3 G.I. Joe animation cells. These also I got from Buys-A-Lot way back when. I paid way too much money for them. And I still have a bunch more to list. In fact, I'm down to like just a few of them at this point. So there's this one, which is Mayday. And this one is also Mayday. And then there's this one, which is this thing, which is a door lock. Pretty cool. Going to the same customer. It's going to one of them overseas shipping consolidators out of Portland. And yeah, total all in, customers all in for $43.06 plus shipping. What? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab this thing, which I knew I grabbed for a reason. And then you're going to create a back for it. Ideally, want to use a bit more modern. Yeah, there. Sorry, Zubin Mehta and the New York Philharmonic Symphony. Yeah. The cat is still just sitting out there staring at me. Hi, kitty. Right. So these I'm gonna. Do I want to do the same thing? I don't think I do. I am gonna need to grab another box. What do I have back here that I can just cut down? I don't. All right. Here's what we're doing. I'm gonna cut that down. What I'm gonna do with the stuff that's too small moving forward is we can just make it even smaller. Put it in with our void fill. Perfect. It's going to work out nice. All right. So, okay. All right. Sold a very nice set of Gerber steak knives. Put them up on screen since they are currently in a protected state. Very nice set of Gerber knives. In a walnut case, $30.95. I think I got this from my friend in Seattle. I don't remember. So, let's see here. It's going to be almost perfect. One of these offcuts from our last thing. Oops. Yeah! All right. Will it fit in a flat rate envelope? Maybe. Maybe. That'd be pretty cool. Might not. It'll definitely fit in a legal. It might actually fit in this. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is garbage tape. I do not like this other priority mail tape. Sold for $30.95. And I bet you we're making some money off the shipping. Sure as shit we are. Going to San Francisco. I think truly that there is. So there was some talk, conspiracy talk, tinfoil hat talk about eBay like only showing your listings to those states that are close by. But I don't think there's anything to that. Here's why. If you're using Priority or Parcel Express, the rates for shipping are going to be show as cheaper to customers who are close by. So, because the shipping is less, it's more likely that they're going to be apt to purchase from somebody who's closer rather than farther away. And such, you're going to sell more to people where the shipping charges present as lower. If you do calculated shipping, just makes sense, right? No conspiracy, just good old save some money logic customers. All right, where's this thing going? This next thing. As per usual, I've saved the hardest ship for last. But I still have one other thing that's got to go. Spinning wheel of death, eBay. I'll be right back. I need to go grab material for this anyways. All right. I also need to put out packages because it's that time. Before we do all that, though, much more important. Nope. That won't work, but this will. those. Maybe we can just I may have done some irreparable damage to the head. All right, hold on. Let's that feels right. All right. Time to ship out a 78 RPM record. Got this very nice sturdy box. Yeah, I think we've done good here. Tiny little scrappy pieces, and we can throw that in the landfill. Just gonna give it one more. Just to be sure. There's the crookedest lines that anybody cut. Okay. Then that might be too big. Hopefully I need smaller ones too. Wonderful. All right. Last have to item. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Take a look at where it's going. Send out some offers real quick. Get some caffeine. Site's taking forever to load. I don't think I'm going to do late arrivals today. Take a look here. One second here. I got a question to answer. Hopefully this sells one of the radios. Apparently those kids busted up some ceramic mushrooms too. All right, eBay messages. So the power supply for one of the radios I listed, and it was in a different bin, and I didn't find it till after I listed it. So somebody asked me if there was a power supply. I said, hey, look at this. If you act quick, you've got the jump on everybody else. So we'll see what happens. All right, the last pain in the ass item, going to Toluca Lake, California. That's not too bad. Okay, here we go. This aluminum easel, I got this from my friend in Seattle. It's a Stan Wright model 500. Sold for $60. And yeah, I haven't really thought about how I want to ship it. I think I'm just going to try to do like the bubble roll kind of thing. So I'm going to go like this. And we're going to go like this. Take that, set that down. So, hi. need 2 of those. Not a problem. Here. Make sure these go brown. All right. Start here. Wow, that might almost get us there. Holy crap, it's going to get us there. We might do this in one box. I'm going to do this on the floor, though. You guys can see my plumber crack. Get the cardboard side out. So we're going to go back through and hit all these seams. For now, should be sufficient. Oh, my legs, they're not what they used to be. I tell you. These little scraps, this can get used. These can go there. It's probably a little too heavy duty. 2 and they're too heavy. 3. That'll probably work. Busy. It's over there. All right. Now we take the shit out of this thing. Probably pop this back up. We're done on the floor. All right. I think that's pretty good. And then, there we go. We are at 53 inches. By 7 by, gonna call it 4. I was pretty damn close on this. I had 52.66. And I had it in at 9 pounds. Let's see what the actual weight is. £8. Is that right? £8. It wasn't so bad. I am going to make, before fees, $9 and change for my effort. Catch up on the chat here. The rug I got a year ago at a yard sale specifically for this room. I got it out of the way. My feet are fine. What's in there? This is a aluminum easel that sold for $60. All right, let me take a look at, see what we have in the late arrivals. And guess what? I just sold the radio, but I'm not selling that or shipping that today. Sold for $112.45. That'll be a tomorrow thing. In fact, I'm not going to ship anymore. I've been doing this for 3 hours. I'm good. No late arrivals. Yeah, aluminum easel. Go back and watch. That is perfectly good for shipping something like that. Especially considering all I did was, this is one basically scrap box. Like, it had no lid. It was on its last leg. It was basically like a banker's box. Banker's box shaped in size, maybe a little bit bigger. And yeah, I'll take $10 for that effort. That was worth it. Probably took me, 20 minutes? Definitely not the hardest thing I've ever shipped on this show. Probably not even the hardest thing I've shipped this month. Okay, everybody. Well, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you all have a good sales day. Hope the listing's good. Hope the selling's better. We'll be back tomorrow with another shipping adventure. We've already got 3, 6, 5, 6, 5, some number of things to ship. 5 or 6. One of those. Yeah, we'll catch you all on the Flippy Flop. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Catch you on the Flippy Flop.